I wanted to make a little short video of Hamshack, and also just to kind of see how the camera was working out. This is my den Hamshack. I know it's kind of a mess, but it's just the way it is right now. This is an SX28A Hallicrafter's receiver that I've been working on. It's a 28A. It was made back in probably 1942. It was actually a similar receiver that was on the president's desk, or right behind his desk when Pearl Harbor was bombed. This is an R398 receiver that was built to go on battleships, and was actually top secret for several years. During the Cold War. This is an 811A amplifier I built in 1967 from schematics out of QST magazine. It still works pretty good. These are some old Collins transceivers. Excuse me, these are all separate on the Collins side. The transceivers in the den, but this is a 32S1, which was one of the finest Collins rigs built in the 60s. It was restored by a good friend of mine, Lloyd Rafowski. The receiver, matching receiver, 75S3 was bought from a gentleman out in Washington State. Of course, most hams are familiar with the TS2000. The L4B amplifier was a great rig built in the 60s. Had a pair of 3500Zs in it. It was a very robust amplifier. The Drake Company out of Miamisburg, Ohio, built those. Next to it is the R4C receiver, the T4XC. It was both of these radios were bought from the widow of a ham friend of mine from back in the 60s. They were the original. He bought them new, and I bought them from her when he passed away. All right, let's go into the basement, into the den, and I'll show you the ham equipment in here. This is some of my stuff in the den shack. The FT1000MP is probably one of my favorite radios of all time. The TL922 was a Kenwood amplifier, very similar tubes. 3500Z tubes, approximately 1500 watts output PEP. 10-Tech Omni 5, which is a fine radio. The MFJ IntelliTuner. Here's some more of my restored radios, and some of them I bought in the last couple of years. The KWM2 was another radio that Lloyd completely rebuilt. Fine radio. He's also been working on this 30L1, which had some problems with. The TS830 is still a highly sought after Kenwood transceiver. Great radio. And this is my Hamshack.